here's my updated glowy skin makeup routine. It's super easy, super quick. It takes me about 10 minutes and it makes my skin look so hydrated and it lasts all day. First step is making sure that your skin is like super hydrated. So I did a milky toner and I did beef tallow, and that's been on my face for like an hour, and I went on my walk, and then now I'm prepping my skin. I have recently been using this Merit Glow Great Skin stuff, and I think it makes my skin look so glowy and dewy. I do 2 pumps and then I just press it into my skin. Really try to press everything instead of like rubbing it too much, because that's how you keep your skin from pulling. And I just press it in. Don't neglect your neck and chest area because it all flows together. Okay, next thing, you need to wear sunscreen. If you are in the world, you need to be wearing sunscreen basically, because it will protect your skin from aging. I just really like this CeraVe one. It's a sheer tint, so like even if you didn't really want to wear any foundation, you could probably just get away with wearing these two, and your skin would look super hydrated and glowy, but I like a little bit more coverage. And then I take the Merit Beauty Concealer Stick, and honestly I really haven't found like a dupe for this, and just kind of fill in any like blemishes or imperfections I like to do around my nose because it gets a little bit red, and then just in the socket, like I don't know, this like deep hollow part of my eye, because I feel like it gets dark there, and then just any other like little blemishes I want to cover. And I will let this sit and like, I don't want to say marinate for a little while I do my eyebrows. I really don't think anyone wants a tutorial of how to do my eyebrows because I'm not really good at doing my eyebrows, but in case you want to know, I use this L'Oreal brow lamination and I just slick them up a little bit. I don't really have that many eyebrow hairs, and I have my eyebrows microbladed, so I'm kind of stuck to this shape, unfortunately. Eyebrows are done. I'm going to take this L'Oreal True Match. I also really like this NARS foundation, but just for the sake, I've been using this one lately. I self-tan my body, but not my face, so I use a color that's a little bit darker. I go in between N4 and N5. I always put it on the back of my hand because then I feel like you have more control of the product you're putting on, and I just lightly tamp it, pat it, I don't know, whatever you want to say. I don't like rub it, I just like stipple. If you stipple it in, it goes on the skin and looks a lot more natural. Like that just looks like just skin. It doesn't look like I'm smearing it all around, especially when your skin is really hydrated. If you go in and like rub it like this, it's gonna just look like messy and sloppy. So just stamping it, like patting it in like this is gonna give you a really pretty finish. Just another tip is just making sure you get it up in your hairline and like make sure you bring it down and blend it out, otherwise it looks like really weird. And then for concealer, I'm going to take the Kosas. Another good concealer drugstore is the NYX Bear With Me. I really like that concealer too. And I just put it in my inner corner here, and I bring it up like this. It just helps to elongate your face and make you look a little more snatched. You don't want to bring it down here because you don't want things being pulled down. You want things being pulled up. And then I do a little bit down the center of my nose. Just because the foundation that I use is a little bit darker, I kind of want to like break it up and make it look a little less harsh. And then I would just blend it out with a beauty blender. I always put my makeup on with a brush and then go in and blend out with a beauty blender, just because I feel like that gives the best finish. And I always blend out the inner corner like last. I like it to kind of sit there for a little bit just because I feel like it makes it look, I don't know, last longer, and I need a little bit more coverage in that area. So even while this is sitting here, I'm going to do my contour. Lately I've been really liking this Milani one. I'm actually like getting low on it, like I'm almost hitting pan. And then I just do the 3 and the E kind of thing, but I started to actually do my contour a little, instead of like in my cheekbone, I started doing it a little bit higher, because again, as we're getting older, things start to go down, we want to bring them up. So I started to kind of, again, like you can rub it, like blend in, but I feel like the best is just kind of like stippling it, and then yeah, really making sure you get it up into your hairline so it looks as natural as possible. We want a snatched jawline, so I put like a decent amount actually because I feel like I want to look, and I let it sit and then I'll blend it out. And then always contour your nose, okay? Like the difference contouring my nose makes, like I can't even tell you how much better it makes me feel. And then I will take and blend out this inner corner here and just really making sure I get all up in there. And then I will go over and cover my eyelid. I don't wear eyeshadow. I had someone ask me the other day what I was wearing for eyeshadow, and I really don't hardly ever wear eyeshadow anymore. I just cover my lid with the leftover concealer on my beauty blender, and then I take whatever left on my brush from contouring and I just put it in my crease here and blend it in, and then I bring it down the corners or the center, the sides, oh my gosh, I can't speak this morning, the sides of my nose, and just gives that like really snatched look. And I'll take the e.l.f. Halo Glow. You could also use the Charlotte Tilbury. I just really like this one. I wear this one over my foundation, almost like a highlighter, just because I feel like all over my face it's a little too glowy, and I feel like it makes me personally look a little oily. But if I use it as a highlighter instead, I just feel like it gives the most natural like, look at that, like it doesn't look like highlighter really, it's not like super bold, but it just makes your skin look like so hydrated, so glowy. I just love it. And then I will just blend it in and kind of take the excess all over my face. I just put it in those points mostly, and then blend. And then this is when I'll blend that harsh line a little bit better, because we want a snatched jawline, but we want it to look natural. Okay, and then we use a setting spray. A lot, okay? I really like this hydrating setting spray from Neutrogena. It gets the job done. Take your beauty blender and dab it in, because we are gonna look hydrated and glowy, and this makeup is going to last us all freaking day. I'm sure there's better setting sprays. I just personally don't like the feeling of a setting spray. I like this one because it's just hydrating, and like the L'Oreal one that feels like hairspray. I don't know how you guys like that one, because my sensory issues cannot. It makes me feel like I'm putting hairspray, and my face feels all sticky, and I hate that. And then I go in with a fluffy brush. I used to do a lot more setting powder, but again, as we get older, setting powder tends to settle into fine lines, and it tends to make me look dry, especially during the winter months. So I really like this Infallible Blur Perfection, but I use a brush instead of like a, what are those things called? Oh my god, I can't think. Like a puff or anything. I don't put too much. I just lightly dab it around my eye, and then I'll take a big fluffy brush and set my entire face. But I feel like putting like baking under my eyes just doesn't work for me anymore. Oh, making a mess over here. So you can use a decent amount because you're putting it on the powder. You're using a brush instead of a like beauty blender. And then just because this will make it so your hair doesn't like stick to your face and stuff, but it makes your skin look so natural. It's not drying like other powders that I've used. And there's that. And then we bronze. I love the NYX Buttermelt Bronzer. It's so good. It's probably like the best color that I've found that looks like not too cool tone, but not like super warm that it makes me look orangey, and I just freaking love it. I also really like their blushes. And then basically the same spots that you contoured, but focusing a little more up on the top area. You want it to be like where the sun would hit you, like where you're bronzed, and that looks the most natural. And then you can also do some in your crease just to kind of set that contour we did earlier. And then keep my eyelash curler and my mascara in between my thighs so it gets a little warmed up so it goes on better. Okay, my favorite lip combo has been the NYX Duck Plump in the color Nude Flip, and then the Kosas Lip Oil in the color Unbuttoned. So good. That's it. Super easy. Took me 10 minutes. It looks super natural, and I just love it.